Okay, now we're going to study Unit 4, Lesson E. Read the sentence below. Note the adverbs. Note los verbos y las preposiciones en negrita y trate de adivinar lo que ellos significan. Veamos acá. Va a repasar. Sí, ahí está. Vocabulary. Ahí tenemos la definición. Ustedes la copian en su cuaderno y la agregan las fotografías del libro, por favor. Entonces sería, acá está. ¿Sí? Ustedes las copian en sus cuadernos con la 2 y las traducen también, por favor. Las copian en su cuaderno y las traducen. Tenemos el significado. Okay. Number 4, number 5, and number 6. Okay. Bueno, las copian en sus cuadernos, por favor, y me ponen los significados. Y en inglés y la traducen también. Vamos acá. Escuchará esa la entrevista. Bueno, pongamos el audio. Okay,
4E. Be a part of it. Listen. You will hear an interview with Emily Rodriguez, a teenager who took part in a voluntary tourism program. For questions 1 to 6, complete the sentences.
Once again, welcome to the show. I'm Tess Barton, and you're listening to Young Opportunities. If you're young, still don't know what to do with your vacation time, and are looking to meet people from around the world, there's no better way to do it than to join in voluntary tourism. With us in the studio today to tell us more about it is Emily Rodriguez. Emily, thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So, let's start with the basics. What is voluntary tourism?
It is basically using vacation time to take part in a program offered by a nonprofit organization. I know it sounds very serious, but believe me, you also get a lot of typical vacation activities at the same time.
You've actually participated in programs like this, haven't you? How did you start?
Well, my sister came home from college one day and brought back a brochure that had been given to her in class. It was from a student organization which promoted traveling to other countries and using whatever skills or knowledge you have to help out. For example, they needed English teachers in Kenya and painters in Mongolia.
Wow, those places are quite far away. Where did you decide to go?
I discussed it with my parents, and they weren't too happy at first. They wanted to make sure I didn't think it was just an opportunity to have fun, but that it required hard work and dedication. But soon they saw how serious I was about it, and they let me go. Of course, they really wanted me to go somewhere near home, so I decided on Mexico.
What did you do there? Did you clean up beaches?
No, actually, I helped build an animal hospital for sick and injured animals. The nice thing was the local people felt so proud to have the hospital there that they offered all the volunteers free accommodation. And then, every day someone would donate fresh milk or fruit, vegetables, meat, homemade bread. Their generosity was impressive.
I guess building something from scratch must be exhausting.
In a good way, it is. Yes, we got tired, but it felt good doing something for the local community. Besides, there were many more volunteers there from around the world. So we chatted away while we were working and got to learn all this amazing stuff. We would actually get up at 6 in the morning to start work before the sun became too hot. But it wouldn't bother me. I felt excited.
Did you manage to have any fun?
Of course. We went to the beach each afternoon when it got too hot to hammer away on the roof, then spent our evenings playing guitar. That said, the most fun was trying to understand each other's jokes. Some just didn't make sense when people translated them from their mother tongue. And we also had 2 to 3 guys who were the jokers of the group. They played quite a few practical jokes, I can tell you.
One last question. What do you feel you gained from your very first experience in voluntary tourism?
Oh, it's hard to think of only one thing. I guess I went there thinking I was doing my part for society. You know, giving back. But in the end, I was the one who benefited. I mean, where else would you be able to meet people from the 4 corners of the earth? I got so many invitations to visit, I practically have a bed waiting for me wherever I want to go. And I learned so many new skills, like painting, woodworking. I could probably even build my own house now. What I'll never forget is when they brought the first animals in. We got to hold them and pet them and even feed them.
Wow, I think I'm jealous now. You've certainly given us some food for thought. Thank you, Emily.
Okay, time is short, non-profit, sick and injured, accommodation, local community, makes sense, and meet people. Aquí tenemos el audio. Vamos a ponerlo otra vez para los que quieran tenerlo. Ahí ustedes hacen la pausa y ahí está. Dice acá, lee el anuncio acerca del bike ride y la carta anunciante que escribió en respuesta. Luego respondan las preguntas que tenemos. How does David address this person? His callings, his name, as much the registration, his both, yours sincerely. Ahí están las respuestas. La carta, veamos acá. Lee la información, lee la direct questions 1 to 4 from indirect questions. Indirect questions are more polite than direct questions. Las indirect questions son más corteses, de una forma más cortés que las direct questions. Y acá tenemos they are introduced by phrases such as I will be grateful, I'm interested. Y acá tenemos los ejemplos. Please let me know. Bueno, aquí tenemos direct questions, how much is the registration fee, pero si lo queremos decir de una forma más cortés, I would like to know how much the registration fee is, y quitamos el signo de pregunta. Las ordenamos de la misma forma que son las oraciones en afirmativo. Ahí tenemos ejemplos. Ahora dice how many students are participating. Aquí tenemos cómo hacerlo. Y las respuestas. Wondering. Bien, ahí las tenemos. Bien, quiero ver, veamos. Creo que esto sería esta acá entonces. Sí, ya esto ya no. Esto ya no. Esto ya sería consejo, dice, para escribir una carta semiformal. Y pues, está escrito a una persona que tú sabes, pero que no es un amigo o pariente. Comienza con Dear Mr. Mrs. con estos títulos y el apellido, y con Dear el primer nombre, y termina con Yours sincerely, or the best wishes, o Yours. Y un estilo neutral, no muy informal y no muy formal. Cuando escribimos una carta semiformal o un correo pidiendo o dando información, escribe un apropiado estilo, cubre todos los puntos de la información requerida que te responda, organiza la información en párrafos, utiliza una gramática estándar, es decir, adecuada, y conventional spellings. Hay que tener cuidado con la escritura, utilizar combinación de direct and indirect questions. Bien, esto es presencial también, esto llegaríamos entonces hasta ahí. Esto lo vamos a hacer después en el próximo video. Ok, see ya.